AustinBMX here. In today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 things we hope to see with the summer update, and we're starting right now. Howdy everybody, welcome to today's video. If you are new around here and you enjoy the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more Red Dead online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, and just good old-fashioned fun. As stated before the intro there, we're going to go over our top 5 changes or added features that we'd like to see in the summer update, and if not then, definitely very soon, because these things are awesome. As you can see, we're over at our camp right now, and a couple of these have to do kind of with your camp, because your camp really doesn't offer much in the world of Red Dead Online, and I believe it could offer quite a lot. The first thing we would like to see added is some sort of gun locker or default settings with your guns, and the reasoning is this. Right now, all your guns are stored on your horse, as you could see, and we have quite a lot. We have 12 different rifles, as you can see here, including the bow. We have 5 different handheld guns. That's quite a lot. We don't actually use all of those. I think there should be some sort of gun locker somewhere on your camp that works kind of like your wardrobe. I really only use 2 rifles and maybe a shotgun, or actually 2 secondary weapons. I usually use my bolt-action rifle for hunting, and when I'm hunting, usually I have my bolt-action rifle over here on my shoulder, and then on my back I usually have, of course, a varmint rifle for shooting small game. Added to this feature, I wish there was like a default setting where we could just quickly select hunting setup and it would default your guns to a specific setting that you would like. That would be super awesome. One awesome thing they did add recently with the guns, and I believe maybe the spring update, was it does save which ammo you're set on. So if we have our express ammo set on our guns, it definitely stays on that until you change it, even if you jump out of lobbies or things like that. You used to have to go back to express all the time. Don't know how many times I've shot an animal with regular ammo thinking I was hitting it with express, and then I had to double shot it, you know, which of course we all know that definitely takes away from your pelts. But going back over to this, we definitely only use a couple guns. I use the bolt-action rifle and the varmint rifle for I'm out hunting. If I need to jump into a gang hideout or PvP, which we don't do too much, or just save someone randomly out on the road, I have to quickly switch over to usually some kind of repeater. Usually it's my Carpenter repeater or a Lancaster repeater, and then jump down and put a shotgun down here, which usually is our repeating shotgun, because I suck at shooting, so I like to have quick action on that. So, oh man, it just got completely dark out here too. Jeez, that is so bad. Luckily we're at camp and you can kind of see. We're going to weapon wheel it right now anyway, so man, it got dark quick. But if you look over, this is our, I don't know what to call it, our combat setting. So I wish there was a way either to store weapons at your camp so I didn't have all these weapons to cycle through, or there was a way to set up defaults for either combat or hunting, or maybe even like a third setting for some other variation that you could quickly switch to. You could tell that you want to switch to these guns and it would switch right to that. Those definitely would be super awesome features and are number 5 on this list. Alright, so number 4 on our list that we'd like to see is the campfire. That's right. As you can see, we got a campfire here behind us at our camp, but the ability to use this anywhere in the map would be so awesome. We do have a item in our crafting wheel called the mortar and pestle. We bought this from a shop. I looked in the catalog and couldn't find it. I think you got to be in a shop to buy it. You could use this anywhere you want, and you can actually craft a few different things. You can craft lots of ammo, which is super awesome. We have split point and explosive round pamphlets, so we can craft all of that anywhere we want. We can craft all that. We could craft different kind of buckshots. We can incendiary, poison arrows. We don't have enough stuff to make all that stuff. And I believe you can craft a few different baits as well. You can craft bait and I believe a few things for your horse. I think you can craft the horse meal and maybe the horse ointment. You can't craft anything that has to be in a bottle, because that usually takes a campfire, like the stimulants and any of your provisions, of course, you can't craft with this. The super awesome thing to be able to do, of course, would be able to have your campfire to put anywhere you want, so you don't have to have it at camp. I know you could drop your camp anywhere on the map, kind of. You can kind of drop your camp not even really where you want. It's kind of in an area, and then it's picked where you want, which is kind of good, but moving it around like that, sometimes you get a good area and you want to keep it there. It'd be cool if I was way out in the wilderness that I could just drop a campfire to be able to craft all the meat that I just hunted, or make some coffee, make tonics that I would like to make, and anything like that that you can actually craft at a campfire would be super awesome to be able to do anywhere on the map. Just to drop a campfire, not just your camp. I hope they add that feature in Red Dead Online. It definitely would be super awesome. I know there has been some improvements to this feature. Used to be when Red Dead Online came out, you only really could craft at your campfire, at your campsite. But now you can craft at almost every campfire that's around the map at other people's. I'm not sure if you can at other people's camps, but you definitely can at random campfires that are at NPCs camps. You can use those to craft certain things, and that definitely is an improvement. But being able to drop a campfire, you actually go to your weapons wheel, you can pick campfire, but this just, only thing this does, see, it says gives you a place to rest in the wilderness. And in story mode, this would drop you a little tiny campsite, not your big camp as like your Vanderland camp, you know, but a little tiny campsite out in the wilderness. And if we pick this in online, it just brings up our menu to change our camp's location. Well, it should. What the heck? Yeah, come on. There it goes. See, camp location. Let you move your camp. I really wish that that feature, just like story mode, let you drop a campfire anywhere you want, so you can just craft items from your campfire. That feature, in my opinion, would be super awesome. Number 3 on the list is something that we've all wanted since the beginning of the game. That's right, the ability to own a wagon. There's a few things we like to do with wagons. Most of us want those wagons so we can go out hunting and carry all kinds of stuff over to the butcher. Now, we got a large camp. I mean, technically this is our camp, so we kind of own a wagon. Or is that Crip's wagon and he just works for us? I mean, who knows? It could be our wagon. Why can't I use that sucker? But we got ourselves a wagon over here at camp. The reason we want these is the ability to be able to store animals in them, carry lots of stuff over to the butcher. Now, I've mentioned it in a couple of my videos talking about some of the roles coming up and what we want to see with those. We may see this feature added sooner than we think because of the roles. If you're a trader, I imagine you have yourself a little portable camp that you can use, and you're killing lots of animals to bring to your place of business or back to camp to make stuff. You got to be able to carry those animals. So maybe they're getting ready to add this in the future, but we definitely want to see that with the new roles or with any kind of small update. The ability to have yourself your own wagon, purchase your own wagon, maybe keep it at camp and you have to come hitch up your horse to it to be able to use it. Something like that would work out just fine. But the ability to have a wagon that you could use to carry animals and other items around the map would be super cool. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about having your own wagon to carry around your carcasses. Right, number 2 on our list, we've been waiting to hopefully get for a long time, and maybe it'll come this summer with some of the roles that are come, but the ability to use a second horse. Some of you guys may be aware, you could purchase more horses, but they just sit in your stables and you can't really do anything with them at all. I actually own 3 horses. As you can see, Indiana is behind us right now. The only way to be able to do this right now in online is to be able to steal somebody else's horse, but then you have to ride that horse like I'm doing now. And you gotta be really careful, because if you get too far away from this horse, it'll either take off on you or it could even despawn. So right now we're using our primary horse as a pack horse. And then you could just go ahead and ride this horse around, and your horse will follow you to get twice as much stuff over to the butcher. The only problem is when you get to the butcher in this particular setup, all the stuff that's on this horse will not show up to be able to sell, so it's kind of tricky to be able to do. But if we can find ourselves another large animal here, we can go ahead and throw it on this horse, so we have 2 packed out horses full of stuff to sell to butcher, which brings us to our last and number 1 thing we hope to see come very soon, which we've actually sent feedback to Rockstar a few times in their suggestion page over at the butcher, so we're going to head over there now. Alright, so we made it over to the butcher, and this brings up our number 1 thing we like to see in Red Dead Online. So when I go hunting and fishing and go to the butcher to sell, usually I have tons of stuff. Right now we have 22 things full. A lot of things have multiple full satchels of stuff. Now the one cool thing is when you have multiple things in a certain category, you can hold triangle for a while and sell all. But I've mentioned this to Rockstar a few times in their feedback, and I wish right now I could hold down X button. Just hold down the X button for maybe 10 seconds to sell everything that I have in this list right here. That feature to me would be super awesome, to be able to hold down like possibly X to sell everything I have in my satchel right now to the butcher all at one time and save some time while we're sitting here. Because right now I gotta sell all, I gotta sell all, and it takes quite a while. I mean, they want you to be in the game for a while anyway, but this little thing would only really... Actually, I want to say that for a video later, so I'm not going to sell that. This would actually not save too much time, maybe a couple minutes, but it definitely would be an awesome feature they could add to be able to just to hold down X at this point and sell everything you have to the butcher. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you would use that feature if it got added in Red Dead Online. Alright guys, so that concludes our top 5 things we hope to see in a summer update or quite soon. They're easy changes that Rockstar could add. Some of them even are almost available in story mode, so the mechanics are definitely there, and it would be super awesome to see those 5 things. Let me know in the comments if you guys like these 5 or if there's something else you want to see added to the game very soon, if not within the summer update. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here and want to see more Red Dead Online content, check out the playlists on our channel. Make sure you hit subscribe for more Red Dead content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, and just good old-fashioned fun. We're gonna go figure out some stuff to do. Hope to see you guys in the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.